Justin was so quiet and kind that he never thought the old verse, "Fear arises out of love," would prove so true. A wise man sees clearly inside and outside. It is difficult even for a saint not to be trapped by the mind or confused by people. His heart was clear, yet he still had dinner with Adam as if nothing had happened. He even had time to test the progress of Adam's homework. Adam smiled, his eyes crinkling at the corners, and asked, "When will you have time to go to the villa to play?" Justin only said, "I have been busy recently, so you don't have to wait for me." Adam looked a little disappointed, but he nodded. "Brother Justin, you don't have to work too hard. The doctor said you are suffering from internal injuries and overthinking. You should play more." Justin looked at Adam's eyes, as bright as stars, and said slowly, "Okay." He carefully corrected Adam's homework before getting up and returning to the palace. After returning, he sat alone in the Jade Hall for a long time before ordering his head steward, Sawyer, "Go and put that painting away." Sawyer was startled but quickly responded, "Yes, Your Majesty." The king did not mention a word about which painting, but Sawyer understood. He walked over and carefully took down the dream butterfly picture. Just as he was about to put it into the box, Justin suddenly changed his mind. "No need to take it away," Justin said, his voice low. "Just hang it back as it is." Sawyer sighed in his heart and hung it back up. Justin looked under the lamp for a while and closed his eyes. The story the young man had read to him by the hospital bed was as clear as yesterday. He stretched out his hand, gently stroked the few strokes of orchid grass on the paper, and let out a long breath. He did not leave the palace for several days after that, handling state affairs with a terrifying efficiency. He used thunderous means to clean up several nobles who had been corrupt. For a moment, everyone in the court looked at him with fear, and the atmosphere in the capital was tense. On this day, Justin went to the observatory tower with the Prime Minister and several other ministers. The astronomers had reported that the stars had changed. A guest star had entered the Big Dipper. Justin didn't care much for superstition, but the department was useful for calendars and weather. "Whatever the stars say," Justin murmured to the Prime Minister, "the harvest is what matters." They climbed the tower. It was dusk, and the stars were just beginning to show. However, at this height, the sound of drumming could be heard in the distance. The further Justin walked to the railing, the clearer the sound became. Justin looked down. "What is that sound?" The supervisor of astronomy replied quickly, "Nearby is Spring Lake. Students from the academy have formed a dragon boat team and plan to participate in the festival competition." The Prime Minister smiled. "I heard that there are many teams practicing here every day, attracting countless ladies and gentlemen to watch." Justin looked over, holding onto the railing. Sure enough, he saw a dragon boat crossing the lake. Several men on the boat were shirtless, revealing muscular bodies and strong arms holding the wooden oars. When the oars rose and fell, they moved neatly, full of rhythm. Justin was surprised. His eyesight was average, but he recognized Adam among those people at a glance. The dragon boat was getting closer, and Justin could clearly see Adam's bright, vibrant eyes under a red forehead band. His shoulders were broad, his waist narrow and strong, and the muscles on his arms bulged from exertion, slick with sweat. Justin sighed deeply in his heart, turned around, and said calmly, "Since the stars predict ominous events, this year's festival performance in the palace will be suspended. The city governor will host the private celebrations. There is no need to arrange celebrations in the palace. We can be more frugal." The ministers thought the king was concerned about safety and frugality. Taking this opportunity to avoid a celebration was in line with his consistent attitude. As soon as the news came out, the teams at the academy stopped immediately. The original intention of these competitions was to show their faces in front of the king, who actually wanted to participate in folk celebrations. Meanwhile, the city governor, Jason, was too busy to move. Just when he returned to his mansion, his confidant approached him with a warrant. "Sir," the confidant asked, "did you personally order this search?" Jason glanced at the warrant and said, "Yes. Henry, the top scholar from the recent exams, came to me privately the day before yesterday. He said this bookstore had banned books. I checked the list, and it was true, so I asked someone to investigate." "Henry," the confidant asked, surprised. "The top scholar?" "Yes," Jason said. "He said he saw it accidentally." He felt it was not good for the capital to have such a thing, so he reminded me. The confidant sighed. Sir, 9 of these 10 shops have someone powerful behind them. Why didn't you ask? This shop belongs to the Shane family from the coast. The wife of the Duke of Kingston is a Shane. The king just issued an edict commending the Duke for his loyalty. Jason froze. Is it really the property of the Duke of Kingston? Then, why don't we ventilate Henry privately and say we couldn't find the book? No. The confidant shook his head. Henry was selected by the king. If he is reporting this, there must be something fishy. You must take this book into the palace yourself. Tell the king directly. Don't get involved. In the Palace of Literature, Henry was led in by Sawyer. He gave a great salute to the king. Justin was wearing a casual purple uniform, holding a teacup. His face showed no emotion. Get up. Henry stood up, but saw Sawyer carrying a tray and passing it to him. Henry looked down at the book on the tray, his face stunned. Do you recognize this book? Justin asked. Henry's heart raced. He replied cautiously, Return to your majesty. This is the Ocean Poetry Collection. It is a banned book. Justin nodded. Governor Jason handed over a report, saying there is a bookshop in the capital selling banned books privately. He said it was you who reported the matter. A layer of sweat formed on Henry's back. I was reading in that bookshop before. I accidentally saw it and remembered it was banned, so I reminded Governor Jason. Justin said calmly, Oh, our top scholar is indeed knowledgeable. I looked through it today. The poems are ordinary. It seems there is no rebellious content. Henry whispered, Your Majesty, although the content seems fine, the author was convicted of treason by the previous dynasty. Justin suddenly smiled, a cold, dangerous smile. I heard from Jason that the bookstore is in a remote alley. There are only a few copies, placed in a hidden spot. Or was it because you lived in that neighborhood and saw that bookstore daring to openly sell banned books? Henry's back started to sweat profusely. Yes. I wonder if that bookstore sells other banned books, Justin mused. What's the name of that bookshop? It seems you often go there. Henry's throat moved up and down. It's called Cloud House. Because the shopkeeper often asked scholars to copy books for sale, and I had a poor family, I once copied books for him. That's why I came across this. Justin snorted coldly. Selling banned books and using copied books to win people's hearts. His intentions are ulterior. What crime should be considered for such a bold store owner? Henry felt as if he were swallowing coals. Those who secretly possess stolen books. A fine of silver. Justin slowly shook his head. No. This shop owner openly sells rebellious books under the king's feet. He gathers people's hearts. We should ask for the crime of treason. Execute the clan to warn the world. Henry's face turned pale. He knelt down and prostrated. I think the crime of treason might be too serious. It might hinder the king's reputation for benevolence. Justin sneered. If you thought it was a small matter, why didn't you remind the shopkeeper to take it back? Why inform the governor? It can be seen that you feel this matter should be investigated in detail. I think it's time to take this opportunity to sort things out. Check the bookstores, the scholars, and the poetry. He looked down at Henry. If you handle this matter well, I will reward you greatly. Go and arrest the shopkeeper's family first. Investigating his relatives and friends. They must all be traitors. Henry's face was as white as paper. He suddenly kowtowed heavily, banging his head on the floor. I'm scared. I'm incompetent. I can't do the job. The study was as quiet as a tomb. After a while, Justin said calmly, Don't you dare? Are you afraid of offending the scholars in the world? Henry trembled. I just have a troubled conscience. Conscience? Justin asked, sarcasm in his voice. Adam wrote a sentence recently. Fame and wealth stimulate conscience. You report your benefactor to settle a personal grudge, and you talk of conscience. Henry froze. The king knew. Your Majesty, I am guilty, Henry cried, tears streaming down his face. The proprietor of the bookshop offended me. I took revenge privately. I thought of a small punishment, just to close his shop. Now it seems I will implicate him in a capital crime. I beg your Majesty to forgive me for the crime of deceiving the monarch. Justin asked, How did the shop owner offend you? Henry's mind buzzed. It was just a quarrel. Justin chuckled lightly. Repaying kindness with hatred is an ungrateful person. When you were in trouble, the proprietor gave you money and kept your shameful manuscripts to save your face. He is a righteous man. You, however, read books from sages but act worse than a beast. Your father was a gambler, and you fear your family history will be exposed, so you try to destroy the witness. Henry was shocked. The king knew everything. He trembled and knelt deeply, waiting for death. Justin said coldly, "Since you still have a shred of shame and confessed at the last moment, I will spare your life. But you are demoted 3 levels. Go to the judiciary temple as a low-level judge. Reflect on your conscience." "I accept the punishment," Henry choked out. "Get out," Justin said impatiently. "Drive him out. Don't dirty my floor." Guards dragged the limp scholar away. Sawyer stepped forward. "Your Majesty, why not kill him? He has talent," Justin said, rubbing his temples. "And Adam will enter the court in the future. He needs people who owe him. Henry will be a dog for Adam now." That night, Justin rode to the Villa district. He saw Adam at the entrance of the bookstore, talking to a woman. The woman was Adam's mother's steward, a capable business manager. Justin watched from the shadows. Adam looked so bright, so full of life. Justin thought to himself, who wouldn't like such a high-spirited person? He can have a very good future, as long as someone takes good care of him. He turned his horse to leave, riding slowly by the lake. Suddenly, he heard the sound of hooves. He looked up. Adam was galloping towards him on horseback, his eyes shining. "Brother Justin," Adam shouted. "I heard you came to see me. I thought I missed you." The young man was sweating, but his eyes were full of admiration. Justin couldn't describe the joy he felt. He smiled. "It's rare to have a walk by the lake at night. Join me." "Okay." Adam agreed enthusiastically. "What are you doing at the bookstore so late?" Justin asked. "My mother gave me a big shopkeeper," Adam said proudly. "She wants me to run the business. But Brother Justin, don't look down on me. I will handle these businesses myself." Justin shook his head. "You want to inherit the title of Duke. Doing business is competing with the people for profit. It is inappropriate." "The court won't give me a job," Adam said. "I have a bad reputation." Justin looked at him deeply. "If you are a duke and you do business, corrupt officials will flock to you. It creates a conflict of interest. I don't want you to run a business to prove yourself. If you use your talents in the court, you can govern the world. That is more interesting than a little business." Adam curled his lips. "Okay, but the court won't use me." Justin smiled. "How could it be possible? Didn't the palace just commend your family?" They rode in silence for a while. The moonlight reflected on the water. "Am I preaching too much?" Justin asked suddenly. "Am I too pedantic?" Adam shook his head vigorously. "How could it be? No one has taught me since I was a child. My father didn't care. Only Brother Justin treats me not as an outsider and reasons with me carefully." Justin looked at the boy's sincere face. He regards me as a father, brother, and master. If we were lovers, talking about how to be a king every day. It's not a fun life. I came to remind you," Justin said as they reached Adam's gate. "The court will verify banned books recently. Take this list and check your store carefully. Don't let anyone frame you." Adam took the list, moved. "Brother Justin, you are so busy, yet you worry about my small business." "It doesn't matter," Justin smiled slightly. "Your business is my business." A few days later, Adam was at the academy. His friend, a young noble named Seth, handed him an invitation. "It's from Prince Fay," Seth whispered. "He's holding a cultural gathering. You must come." Adam went with his brother, Brian. The gathering was at a villa. It turned out to be a fundraiser for a charity school Prince Fay wanted to establish. The guests included the top scholars, Henry, the second-place scholar Tyler, and the third-place scholar Francis. Tyler, a wealthy man from the South, immediately shouted, "I will donate 10,000 silver coins." The room went silent. It was a huge sum. Everyone looked at Adam, knowing the Duke's family was rich. It was a trap to make him pay up or look stingy. Adam smiled calmly. "Prince Fay appreciates virtue. Tyler is generous. How can I dare to overshadow him? However, my family owns a bookstore. For the charity school, all the books, paper, pens, and ink needed by the students, the Duke of Kingston's family will provide them all forever." Prince Fay was surprised but pleased. "That is very practical. Thank you, Adam." Adam had solved the problem without spending cash he couldn't explain and secured a government contract for his printing press in the process. That night, Adam wrote to Justin. I used to think scholars were noble, but they treat me like a fat sheep to be sheared. Brother Justin, being an official is not easy. Also, if you have any books you need printed privately, my press can do it secretly. Asterisk, Justin laughed when he read the letter. Fat sheep, he thought. He wrote back. Asterisk, it is hard to find a true friend. 1 or 2 in a lifetime is enough. The rest are passers-by. Asterisk, then, Justin ordered Sawyer. Go to the Royal Library. Get the rare, out-of-print books. The medical texts, the ancient histories. Send them to Adam. Tell him to print and sell them. It will keep him busy and away from those scheming nobles. Adam received the books the next day. He was awestruck. These were treasures. Brother Justin treats me so well, he whispered. He immediately set his printing press to work, naming the new publishing house, Phoenix Hall, after a calligraphy piece Justin had sent him. The charity school opened, and Adam's Phoenix Hall textbooks were distributed. The scholars noticed the calligraphy on the books. That looks like the king's handwriting, Prince Fay whispered to Francis. Francis, who had grown up in the palace as Justin's study companion, looked at the characters. His face paled. It was absolutely Justin's handwriting. But he forced a smile. Impossible. Why would the king write for a bookstore? Time passed. The Dragon Boat Festival arrived. Adam invited Justin to his hillside villa to escape the summer heat. Justin arrived in the middle of a torrential rainstorm. He was soaked, his black hair plastered to his face, looking wild and handsome. Brother Justin. Adam ran out with an umbrella. Justin looked down at him. The rain washed away the distance between them. That night, in the hot spring pool of the villa, surrounded by the sound of thunder and rain, the boundaries of friendship were finally broken. Adam, clumsy and passionate, confessed his feelings. Brother Justin, teach me. Justin, who had held back for so long, finally let go. He kissed Adam, a kiss that tasted of rain and wine. If you provoke me, Justin whispered against his ear, there is no going back. I don't want to go back, Adam said. They spent the night together, the sound of the rain masking the sounds of their intimacy. The next morning, Adam woke up sore and ashamed, hiding under the quilt. Justin pulled him out, hugging him from behind. My courtesy name is Justin, the king said softly. My father gave it to me. It means hidden light. I couldn't tell you my identity before, but other than that, I will never let you down. Adam turned, his eyes wide. Brother Justin, you just think about your great cause. I am just for your happiness. Justin kissed him. You are my happiness. And I am not a treacherous minister. Just study hard. They spent days at the villa, fishing, painting, and loving each other. It was a paradise away from the court. But reality intruded. A murder case occurred in the capital. Adam's brother, Brian, reported that his biological mother had been poisoned. Evidence pointed to Adam. A handkerchief with his name was found at the scene. Justin received the report. His face darkened. This is a setup, he told Frank, the Royal Guard commander. Someone is trying to frame Adam to attack his mother, the Duchess. Justin ordered Henry, the judge, to investigate secretly. Clear Adam's name. Find the real culprit. Henry, terrified and eager to please, worked fast. He discovered that the handkerchief was a fake, planted by Adam's eldest sister to frame him. The grandmother, the Dowager Duchess, was the mastermind behind a decades-long plot to steal the title for Brian. When the truth came out, the Dowager Duchess committed suicide to save the family's honor. Adam had to return home for the funeral. He left the villa, heartbroken to leave Justin. During the mourning period, Adam stayed home. He missed Justin terribly. He wrote letters, sending gifts, including 2 advanced firearms he had acquired from his merchant family's connections. Brother Justin, he wrote. Asterisk, these are for self-defense. I also invite you to go to sea with me. The world is vast. Let's see it together. Asterisk, Justin held the letter, touched. He looked at the firearms. He gives me weapons for protection, Justin murmured. He is truly loyal. Justin ordered Frank to research the weapons for the army. Months passed. Adam, bored and depressed at home, decided to go on a sea voyage with his merchant cousins to clear his mind. He didn't tell Justin until he was leaving, afraid Justin would stop him. Justin received the farewell letter. Asterisk, I am going to the Southern Isles. I will be back soon. Don't be angry. Asterisk, Justin stood in his palace, gripping the paper. He was the king. He could order the Navy to stop the ship, but he remembered Adam's words about wanting to be a free fish. Let him go, Justin said quietly, but send the best guards to follow him secretly. If he loses a hair, I will execute them all. Adam sailed to the Southern Isles. He saw strange lands, ate exotic foods, and met Felix, the mysterious owner of Gull Island. Felix was actually Frank's older brother, a powerful noble living in self-imposed exile to avoid the king's suspicion. He recognized Adam's guard as a Royal Secret Service agent immediately. You have a powerful backer, Felix told Adam with a knowing smile. I just have a friend, Adam said. A friend who sends the royal guard to protect you? Felix laughed. That is the king. Adam froze. The pieces fell into place. The handwriting. The power. The way ministers feared him. Justin was the king. Adam felt a mix of awe and terror. He had slept with the king. He had treated the king like a commoner. At an auction on Felix's island, Adam spent a fortune to buy a book on ancient shipbuilding techniques, intending to give it to Justin for his new naval academy. He outbid a local clan leader, creating a dangerous enemy. Felix intervened. Don't take the book. It's useless. Take the shipbuilder instead. I will arrange it. Adam realized Felix was trying to gain favor with the king through him. You want to return to the court? Adam asked. Everyone wants to be part of a great era, Felix admitted. Your friend is building a powerful empire. I want in. Adam returned to the capital months later, bringing back books, technology, and experts for the Navy. He was thinner, tanned, and wiser. He went to the palace gates, but hesitated. He was just a merchant's son, a duke's heir. Justin was the son of heaven. But that night, at his private villa, the door opened. Justin walked in, wearing casual clothes, looking just as he had in the rain. You're back, Justin said. Adam looked at him. Your Majesty. Justin frowned. Don't call me that. He pulled Adam into his arms. I am just your ninth brother. I know who you are now, Adam whispered. I was afraid. Don't be, Justin said, holding him tight. I told you. One friend in a lifetime is enough. You are that one. Whether I am king or commoner, you are my chosen one. Adam relaxed, leaning into the embrace. The storms of the court and the dangers of the sea faded away. I brought you gifts, Adam said. For the Navy. I know, Justin smiled. But the best gift is that you returned safely. Outside, the snow began to fall, covering the capital in white. Inside, the fire was warm, and for the first time in a long time, the lonely king was not alone.